Chairman, we're now live.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody. It took a bit of time. The decision. The subcommittee listened to all representations made, both oral and written. In addition, the subcommittee welcomed the conditions offered and agreed by the applicant and their willingness to commit to the licensing objectives at all times. The subcommittee considered all relevant evidence made available to it, and in doing so, took the following into account: the Licensing Objectives Licensing Act 2003, a Hillingdon licensing policy, and the guidance issued by the Secretary of State under Section 182 of the Licensing Act 2003. The decision of the subcommittee is to grant the application for the supply of alcohol for consumption on the premises from Monday to Sunday between the hours of 11:30 and 2300 hours. The operating hours of the business shall be between 0800 hours and 2330 hours. That's 8 a.m. to 11:30. The new premises license will be subject to the conditions as set out within their operating schedules and the additional conditions which have been set out in the decision letter. Having considered all the information put before it, the subcommittee was satisfied that the applicant will comply with the licensing objectives. The subcommittee determined that the conditions proposed by the applicant within the operating schedule were to be added to the license along with the conditions agreed in the subcommittee hearing. Apart from one objection, the subcommittee noted that there was no other further objections, particularly from other residents, responsible authorities, nor members' inquiries logged by councillors in respect of this application. While the committee are sympathetic to the issues raised by the interested party, particularly in relation to the terminal hours of the premises and the issues of noise nuisance, the committee have considered this application on its merit and have determined that the operating hours were not unreasonable. In addition, restricting terminal hours is not within the remit of the decision, given that there is no cumulative impact policy in operation within the borough. The relevant applicant for the premise license or any other persons who have made relevant representations to the applications may appeal to the council's against the council's decision to the Justice Clerk at Uxbridge Magistrates Court. Such an appeal may be brought within 21 days of the receipt of this notice of decision. No decision made by the council will have the effect during a time period within which an appeal may be brought, and until such time that any appeal has been determined or abandoned. The subcommittee also advises, as a comfort to residents and a warning to licensees, that the license may be reviewed and could potentially be revoked if license conditions are not adhered to, or if the premises is not managed in a manner which does not hold the licensee's objectives. You'll be deemed to have received this decision later 2 days after the date of the accompanying letter, which will be posted by first class mail. Thank you.